What's up, Slayers? Let's go, babies. Happy Friday night. Hope everybody is doing well, staying warm and cozy if you're in the Northeast, although it's been a mild spell up here the end of this week, and hope you're warm and whatever else in all the warm states. But hey, it's Friday night. It's another brand new Slay station here on our YouTube or Facebook group. And thank you all for tuning in tonight. We hope you got some sweet plans for the weekend, no matter what it is, right? Hanging out with family, going out with friends, hitting the water, going for a hike, whatever it is, working, right? Some of us used to work on the weekends. So whatever it is, keep busy, stay out of trouble. And record high temps in New York. Yeah, it's going to be high 50s here this weekend in Connecticut as well. But hey, we appreciate everybody tuning in as always every Friday night at 9 p.m. And listen, before we get started, I just want to thank all of our sponsors, right, of Slay Nation. Over here, we got SFO Tackle in the house. Black Hall Outfitters, the official kayak retailer for Slay Nation members, and they ship anywhere in the country. Dark Horse Tackle. All right, I'll give you a little update on that. Martin's Custom Baits. Get your knees. Got their hottest and newest bait, the Knee Knocker. That's right, created by Jonathan Kelly, Bassmaster Elite Series Pro. Okay, go check it out. Light wire. Okay, great for pulling over some wood, right? Down below, we got X-Zone Lures in the house. Heat your meat. Stillman & Son Lures, the Rod Glove, Hook Set Hoodlums, Harmony Fishing Company, the official hook of the Slay Nation, and Omnia Fishing. All right, y'all, let's bring on my co-host, Jacob, the Sledgehammer Stem.
What up, guys? What's up, Frankie?
What's up, baby? Yo, did you trim that beard a little, dog?
Yeah. I had a work event. I had to cut the hair real short and get the beard trimmed. You know,
Yeah,
looking a little homeless for a bit.
I know, dude.
Keeping me warm,
good.
but now it's warm, so I don't need it anymore.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to. I'll have to send you the secret to keeping a nice, trimmed beard, dog.
Yes,
May will
I'll need the
appreciate it.
secrets.
May will appreciate it. But hey, thanks for hopping on tonight. We got a bunch of our Slayers up here in the comments. Justin Query in the house, upstate New York, kayak series director, record high temps in New York.
Dude,
Just how hot or how high? We talking high 50s, low 60s? It's been a really mild winter here. Hey, another Slay Nation director in the house, Cheryl Bentley, Lady Slayer director. Ooh, New Jersey Slayer in the house. Big Burn. What's up, baby? Georgia Slayer.
Ed. Got the countdown rolling. He's ready.
The man himself. All right. Sick. All right. Dark Horse is calling in. I'm here. All right. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Let me just text Zeck there at the Columbus.
What up, Justin? Man, mid-50s, dude. I was up there last weekend, and it was actually, I mean, it wasn't warm, but it was mid-30s, which I feel like is warm for winter for you guys up there, especially in the Adirondacks.
Yeah, for real, dude. I mean, even in Connecticut, I'll be honest. I mean, yeah, we've had, I guess, I don't ice fish, but I know there was some ice, obviously, in like the north. I don't know. I think it might have been the west corner. Oh, what'd he say? Mid-50s here. Yeah, same here, man. Crazy. Minnesota region in the house, right? Another Slay Nation director, Eric Kofsky, our Minnesota kayak series director. That's it, baby. Countdown going, ready to slay. That's it. We're almost in full swing. Quick update, ordered our first batch of jerseys a few days ago. Ray just got the shirts in today, I believe, and now we just have to order templates, and we'll have our first round of shirts being done. Stayed up past my bedtime to watch Rock On Slayers.
Thanks for tuning in, Burn.
Nice burn. 25 degrees in Minnesota, right? Awesome. All right. Well, listen, tonight, these guys are busy. They're at the Columbus, Ohio Fishing Expo. And we have our special guest tonight. I'm going to bring him in right now. Owners of Dark Horse Tackle, Mr. Zeck and Josh. It looks like Zeck is solo tonight.
What's up, bro?
What's going on, everybody?
Dude, we got celebrities tonight.
What do we got?
In the house?
We got Josh.
Yo,
Josh from Dark Horse Tackle.
I'm digging the new buzz.
We got Bobby
Mr. Roast Beef
from Jigs and
Holy
Bigs.
shit. You got Bobby in the house.
We have who the fuck is Joe Brown?
Joe Brown, what's up, man?
We got Nick from Canada.
All right.
We've got the Wolf of Walmart.
Oh, I love the Wolf of Walmart. He's a good dude.
Dude, you're in the house, man.
Yeah, the Bachelor
This is the Dark Horse Tackle Castle, bro.
Yeah, all right. Yeah, it's definitely gonna get dark in there tonight, dude.
Yeah.
Holy watch out, boys. Oh my God. Well, Josh and Zeck. Well, hey, real quick, how was the first day of the expo?
How was the first day of the expo, Josh?
Really good.
It was. It was pretty good. So we did something a little different this year.
Okay.
So last year we just went there as like Dark Horse Tackle, the subscription box, right?
Yep.
And we changed it up because, like, yes, we do a subscription box, and that's the cornerstone of who we are.
Yep.
But this year we actually didn't do a box for the expo. What we did was we brought the whole bait shop to the expo.
Dope. I saw that.
Right. So it was
Smart.
a way to like let everybody know, like, this is what we do.
Yeah.
Here are all the baits that come with Dark Horse Tackle. Like, this is what you can expect. All American small made stuff, right? Like, all American small business. This is who we are. This is our family. This is what we do. And
Smart.
It's working out. I think it's pretty good, dude.
Yeah, good. I saw the setup on social media.
Nice.
And yeah, it looked really good. I looked really good. It looks like you guys have a decently sized space, which is really nice for customers to kind of come in and out, so you don't feel like you're up each other's asses.
Our only problem right now is we've got all of these wonderful people, all of our pro staff,
Okay.
all of our partners. We got all these guys, and I got to keep reminding them to, like, not be linebackers and let people come through the booth.
Yep. Let them come through, baby. Let them come through because time to make some cheddar.
Hell yeah, dude.
Nice. Well, that's awesome. And I'm glad Expo went really good. It looks like you have it Saturday and Sunday as well, which is really nice. And hopefully lots of people get to know who Dark Horse Tackle is. And then they subscribe to y'all. That's the ultimate goal.
Well, but the subscription part is kind of cool, right? So
yeah.
You can go onto our website whenever you want, and you can go on there and you can find, like, I hear a lot of people call it like the juice, right? So like the juice. So like if you go to like Lake X in Alabama or Lake Y in Kentucky or Lake Q in Minnesota, there's always gonna be that ma and pa shop. Or that ma and pa guy or bait maker that is making like this excellent little secret like little deal that just works on that lake. That's our prey. That is our prey. That is who we hunt. We hunt them, we find them, we love them, we make them part of the Dark Horse Tackle family, and when you come on our site, that's what you can expect.
I like it.
Are going to find these secret little bait maker, these secret little ma and pa people that are making these excellent freaking baits that you're never gonna find at Dick's, you're never gonna find at Cabela's, you're never gonna find at Bass Pro Shops. Like, it's the deal. Like, it's the deal. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I like that. And then you go out, you scout, you find some of these new companies. They get inside the box. Your customers are like, yo, this is dope. I need to get some more. And now they're hitting up this little underground secret bait maker.
And that's what we call it. So Josh and I call it the virtuous cycle. So you hear about the cycles that are bad, right? Like the vicious cycle. Okay. Josh and I, like, we like to talk about the virtuous cycle. And so it's us, Dark Horse Tackle, a small business. we work our asses off to find like these little secret sneaky baits, and we love it, right? But what happens is we continue to promote these companies and promote these businesses, and in turn they do the same thing for us.
Yeah.
And so we create this cycle where it's so like when you get into the bait making world, you got like a David and Goliath thing going on, right? Because you've got your Strike Kings, you've got your Berkeley, you've got these big boys that are like out there and they are freaking giants, right?
Yep. Yep.
You know, and hey, listen, one of my favorite lures is a Strike King Raid Shad. I freaking love it. I'll never give it up. I don't care, right? But in the same breath, if all us little guys want to have a shot, if we all want to have a chance, we got to stick together.
Yeah. 100%.
You know what I mean? Like
100%.
Like, it's that virtuous cycle. We keep supporting each other over and over again, and it follows through even to Slay Nation.
Hell yeah.
Right? So we take some of our meager winnings, and eventually
Ain't that the truth?
guys, send you guys some bucks so that you can do what you do to get people into fishing, because that's what it's all about, right? We want to
connected.
People fishing. Like, we want you to get out there. We want you to learn. Josh and I every freaking month. This is our goal. Our goal is to challenge ourselves. Right? We challenge ourselves with these baits that we pick.
Yeah.
And in turn, we're challenging our subscribers. Like, here's some neat shit. Like, here's some cool freaking shit. Like, challenge yourself. Like, get outside of yourself. Get outside the box and try this neat stuff. And we do it all with American small business.
Oh yeah.
You know what I mean?
Great. 100%. 100%. I have a question. Because we're going to have some questions rolling in. How did, and Josh, you got to be in this one.
Okay.
How did Dark Horse Tackle all start? when did it all begin, and why choose subscription box over anything else?
Instead of standing around like psychopaths.
Yeah.
So, I helped the guy who started it as like an ambassador, right? Like, I had the pro staff coat, I had the stickers, you know, it's on my fishing jersey even. That's a joke. But I helped the guy out a lot, and one day he was like, "Yeah, I'm just gonna sell the business," and I was like, "What?" Well, I was like, "Nah, man, not a chance. Like, I want the business." So
yeah,
I bought in. Had an old partner, and then he left, and then Zeck came up.
Oh, okay. Yep.
I was pro staff. I was pro staff for Dark Horse Tackle for about 2 years.
Before you and your last partner, there was somebody else before that?
Yeah, there was a sole owner, but I purchased the business.
Okay, I didn't know that. I didn't realize that. I thought it was you and the other guy who started it all first.
We just kind of like, we would help this guy a lot, right? Like, I grew up like, you know, using like my grandpa's jigs and like, you know, Frankie Provolone's freaking stickworms and
hair jigs, dog. If I'm hair jigs.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Don't get this guy started on hair jigs. Good
Dude,
Lord.
I want hair jigs so bad. He won't let me.
I need to find a good one.
Frankie, he won't let me.
I need to find a good one.
He won't let me.
Are you serious? You need to find somebody?
We're looking. All
right, listen. I got one of the best jig tires in the Northeast. Good buddy of mine. He's going to be at the Connecticut Fishing Expo with us. We might do a partnership. He's tied jigs for companies all out of Connecticut. I will get you in touch with the man. I will get you in touch with Fred Wilson.
Get a name that we've heard before.
Is it a name?
I'm going to lose my mind.
We want to know the name.
Who is it?
Fred Wilson.
What's his company?
Flip, Fly, and Tie.
Okay.
I don't know.
We're good.
I don't know.
No, you don't know Fred. Fred is legit.
Nice.
When I tell you legit,
you know Fred.
I tell you legit.
I don't know Fred.
No, Frankie said you know Fred. This guy knows Fred.
Dude, by the way, speaking of Massachusetts and all that shit, like, dude, we got Bobby roast beef in the house tonight.
I know.
We got Joe Brown in the house tonight. Dude, we got Massachusetts in the house tonight, bro.
Yeah, Massachusetts is traveling, huh?
Right. Like we got. Josh,
You got a beautiful chandelier. That's a tripod chandelier. Very nice. Are those LEDs up there? I'm just asking.
Are they? I don't know.
I'm about ready to turn them off, man. It's that time.
Dude, listen, standing. Listen, so whatever, like expo season, difficult stuff, whatever. But I'm telling you, the real deal is standing on concrete for like 8 freaking hours straight.
Yeah, keeping your eyes open all day.
It's brutal.
Oh,
It's brutal.
Not
It's
blinking.
freaking brutal. It's freaking
Good
brutal.
thing there's only 2 more days, right?
I know.
Yeah,
Good thing there's only 2
we
more.
got this.
The only thing that makes it better is people buying our stuff and
Hell
giving
yeah.
us money.
Yeah,
That makes all the pain go away.
Saturday's
100%.
festival is free jersey designs and stickers with promo stuff.
Nice. I have a question. Have you been approached yet from anybody today anyway that said, "Hey, I'm looking for a sponsor"?
Yes.
Oh yeah, like
Already?
Literally,
like 10-year-olds.
Literally at least 7
hey, I got to
times.
give them credit though. Give them credit.
At least 7 times.
No, we should not give them credit because that means the slippery slope has started too early, man.
Well, that's
Hey,
true
listen,
too.
man.
That's
I
true
just
too.
got my first GoPro and I've been
That's true.
fishing the neighborhood pond.
I just got a GoPro too. I bought myself one for Christmas off Amazon, but it's the $54. It's called like Ichiro. It's not even called GoPro.
Oh,
Jesus.
that's what.
Yeah,
I
dude.
think we need to buy a bunch of
So hey, bro, I caught a bass today.
Yeah.
Will you
What'd you catch?
Will you send me money?
Yeah.
And things and stuff?
Oh no, man! I've got a promo staff code for the goof.
That's what they said to you?
No.
That's basically how it is.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm
I'm
being
going to say, we got to teach those 10-year-olds.
Frankie.
I mean, it's the 45-year-olds that are the worst.
Frankie, what I want to know is,
I bet.
all right, I gotta be honest with you. I don't know about the live you're doing tonight.
Oh my goodness.
Yep.
So I want to know about the live you're doing tonight, and I want you to tell me about Slay Nation, bro.
Yeah, so every Friday night, it's Slay Station, right? Last week we
Slay
had on
Station.
Slay Station, dog. It's all about branding, baby. Come on.
PlayStation 5.
That's right.
Slay Station. Can it be Slay Station 3000?
Slay Station 3000. Whatever you want it to be, dog.
3000 makes it sound better.
Anyways.
Sorry, go ahead,
Yeah.
bro.
So anyways, yeah, man, we go live every Friday. We bring up
All right.
different topics, sponsors. Last week we had a banger. I don't know if you listen. I'm a huge podcast guy, no matter what it is, but Bass After Dark, one of the newest hottest podcasts.
Nice.
Brian the Carpenter, who's a good buddy of ours, and Ken Duke, Bass historian, wrote for Bassmaster for years, knows all the pros. They were both on, and we had a banger of an episode last week, which I was really excited about. And we bring out our sponsors. You guys are, I know you got, right? You told me you were busy, but you said, hey, I think we have time to hop on. So we're bringing y'all on, and we just share the stories with our audience, right?
Dude,
we have a good time.
We love the, like, Josh and I both. I go speak for you.
Yeah, go ahead, man.
Okay.
We'll see if you're right.
You
Hey,
good?
did you?
Hold on.
What? That is psychotic.
I'm on.
We're getting interrupted by a.
That's all right. That's
Do
right.
you want to say hi?
Do they have any questions?
Do you want to say hi, Emma?
Hi, Emma.
Hi, Emma.
Good to see you.
This is the whole internet.
Who's
Everybody,
Emma?
All of them.
Whose daughter is that?
This is Joe Brown's daughter from.
All right, Emma. Tell your dad to get to bed.
Tell your dad to go to bed is what he said. Tell him Frankie said go to bed.
What do you got?
But
Oh
anyway,
my God, that poor girl. That poor girl in that
listen.
house.
we got a house tonight. Like, we got a house.
We
like,
do it for the
Oh my
camaraderie.
God.
we got
bless
some
her.
stuff going on. But
Yeah.
dude, like, that's like,
We do it because we love it too.
it's like the best part, right? So like, we get to hang out with Frankie Provolone. We get to hang out with Bobby Roast Beef. I get to hang out with Josh Chitwood Fishing.
Josh from Josh Chitwood Fishing.
You know what I mean?
It's a tease thing. My mom helps out a lot.
I got it. That's funny.
I'm the one of two, but
Josh,
there's a lot
what-
behind the scenes.
Josh, what number clip you using up there? Number 2 or 3?
It was a 1/4-inch buzz cut when I got it done.
Holy shit, you don't have a
Okay.
I know.
Dark Horse
Okay.
Tackle. Dark Horse Tackle.
There he is.
This is
All
my
right.
sponsor.
Josh is one of those little kids you picked up from the. Hey, can you
I
sponsor me?
literally, I shit you not, guys. I just woke up. Like
Jesus.
It was like I came out and I was like, I think Zach said something about a live, and then he wasn't here, and I'm like, I'm going to sleep, dude. Like I was like, I'm going to bed.
Frankie, it's rough. Expo season is rough.
It's not easy.
Oh, I bet.
So I apologize, but I see another guy here. His name is Jake.
Yep.
Jake.
Hi, Jake.
What's
I'm
going
Zach.
on, guys?
This is Josh.
So
it's very nice to meet you, bro.
So Jake is our college. He's been a Slay Nation director for a few years. He's also our college kayak series director. And Jake works for
Iconelli.
Mike Iconelli.
Nice.
So Jake
I
runs
was gonna guess State Farm Insurance.
I know. I don't have my khakis on.
There's a dude who has been there's a dude that has been supporting Dark Horse Tackle through purchases. Like New York, Long Island, Slay Nation, something like that.
Oh, Jim?
Slay Nation and
Jim? Yeah.
Jim Junkie?
Yeah.
Jim is a Slay Nation Long Island director.
Yes. Fantastic, dude.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Who would have thought there was bass fishing on Long Island? Jesus Christ.
I know.
Like, what a wicked pisser.
Wicked. That's a
wicked pisser. Dude, that's Massachusetts. Now, Long Island, they say, hey, forget about it. There's two things in Long Island. Super sides and fishing rods. Get off my nuts. That's Long Island.
When Joe Brown is here and Bobby Roast Beef are here, if I don't say wicked pisser, they smack me.
Yeah, that's Massachusetts.
Like they hurt me. They beat me. So
yeah. Don't park too close to the cars.
Yeah.
That's it. And us Patriot fans, we're crying. We're weeping in our willows.
Yeah, that makes sense.
We suck.
I mean, that's probably par for the course.
So Slay Nation, how can we help you today?
Yeah.
Well, we brought you on to learn a story about Dark Horse Tackle.
Oh, you're not getting that tonight, Frank.
So how about this? What are you expecting out of your expo this season? Like, what are some expectations you have? What are some things you like to accomplish?
Money.
Money for what? Like
money, obviously.
We want money.
Finding some new bait makers.
Spread the word. You know, understand it, right? A lot of people come up here and go, "What are you? What is this?" Like, it's small American business, man.
Right. So like it's a thing. Like Dark Horse Tackle is, we don't just sell baits.
We're a bunch of dudes.
Yep.
Josh and I, there is not one single bait that we have ever put in a box. There's not one single bait on our website that we have not tested personally.
Yep.
And approved. We love to fish. Actually, hold on. Who's got it? Somebody who's wearing a shirt. Oh, yeah. Hold on a second. Dave. Show Dave just showed teeth.
Nice. What's up, Dave?
You missed it. Here.
He's got the stash.
Okay. So Dark Horse Tackle, turn around. Here, let's do this.
There we go. Yep.
Dark Horse Tackle.
Nice chest.
You guys see that?
We fish.
There you go. Simple.
So explain that. We fish.
That's the deal. We
Explain
fish.
it.
So everybody that we work with, everything that Josh and I do, all of our promotional staff, all of the small businesses that we work with, everything, all of us.
That's when I got to get you in contact with Stoneman Lures.
We fish. Stone Man, I love Pete.
You know Pete? Okay.
Pete has painted a couple of baits for us already.
Good.
Love Pete.
Good.
But that is our deal. We fish. Everybody we work with fishes. Dude, we fish.
Oh, you didn't see. By the way, I'm rocking your.
Oh, you do? Look. You see that? What's he got?
Me too, Bubby.
It's
my third week in a row.
He's got that deconstructed. Yeah.
Yeah, dude.
Love it, bro.
HOA's most wanted, baby.
HOAs.
Right.
We don't care. We don't care if you're like our one of our boys here, Tommy, that is fishing on Pickwick like a big boy, right?
Hey, Tommy Salami.
Or Or if you're sneaking onto a golf course and you're catching the bigs out of a little pond, dude, we don't care. Like, we fish, all of us, we fish. That's why we do it. We love it.
Hell yeah.
That's what we want for all of our customers. That's what we want for anybody that watches any of our content. Dude, fish. We fish. Enjoy it. And along the way, here's the important part. Support American small businesses.
Yeah, 100%.
Support American small businesses, because there are so many talented guys out there that are pouring plastics. There are so many talented guys out there that are hand tying jigs, that are hand pouring like terminal tackle. There are so many guys out there that are hand painting beautiful crankbaits. Why do anything else?
Yeah, 100%.
You know what I mean? Like, why go anywhere else? Why would you waste the time and go to Bass Pro Shops? Like, the guy that is making the juice, the guy that is making the bait that is going to destroy the bass on your lake is probably 3 houses down from you, pouring them in his garage.
I wish there was a guy 3 houses down.
I mean, well, there is, dude, Frankie. I'm telling you, I swear to God, there is.
What?
There's always a guy
that
is pouring the bait.
I'm gonna have to go knock on Cheryl's door, see what she's pouring down in the basement.
Are you talking about Cheryl?
The guy 3 doors down from me.
Are you talking about Cheryl Bentley? Did you say?
Oh no, I'm talking about a neighbor, but I know Cheryl Bentley's a director with us.
I love Cheryl Bentley.
Yeah,
I love Cheryl Bentley. Dude, no, seriously, I got a crush.
That's our Lady Slayer director right there.
She sent me some.
Love is in the air, right?
Right?
I mean, hey, buddy.
I know. I saw. Yeah.
Hey, when's Valentine's Day?
I saw Zeck humping the stairwell earlier. I was like, dude, what's going on, bro? I know it's a long day, dude. I know it's a long. Now I know why they call it.
She just commented. She just said something. She just said, "Hey."
No, seriously though, Cheryl sent me. Cheryl sent me some prints that paintings that she did.
Yeah.
Prints in cards, and I have them set aside, and I only send them to extremely special people. They are so freaking sick. They are sick. And you know what? That's all part of it. That's all part of Dark Horse Tackle. Cheryl is a customer of ours. Cheryl has her own small business. She does her own thing. This is the deal, guys. This is the deal. Small American business. We all stick together. We all help each other out. 100%. This is the freaking deal.
100%. Jake, do you have any questions?
Cheryl.
Yeah, I know Keystone Tackle's on here, and I actually just met him. He's a small, everything made here in the U.S., tackle, jig tire, stuff like that up in Northeast PA by me. If there's companies out there that want to reach you, how do they contact you to try to work something out?
Instagram, email.
So
Facebook.
Listen, every single social media, we are at darkhorsetackle.com. Listen, if you are dead serious about what you're doing, what I suggest you do is you actually just straight up email us. Don't go through the socials, just email us. darkhorsetackle@gmail.com. Super simple. Email us. My phone number is all over the freaking internet. It's not hard to get. Call me.
There you go. He just said he hit up the Facebook DMs.
I want to talk to you.
Hey, all right, dude. It better be good.
It better be.
Better make it worth my while, Keystone.
I'm sending you some custom hair.
Custom hair.
I know. I mean custom hair.
Yeah, baby.
Watch out. I got to shave the old back next weekend. Watch out.
It's not the curly ones, is it?
Oh, no. That's.
But no, seriously, dude, we love it. My worst day is when I have to turn somebody down. My best day is when we find a new beautiful freaking business.
Yeah.
Rocking it out here. You know what I mean? Somebody that is doing what they love, making baits.
Do you
whatever kind of baits? They're painting them, they're making them, they're hand tying them, whatever. But they're doing it because they love it, and that's the difference.
I love them.
That's the difference, though. That's the difference. These guys that make the baits that we put in our boxes and the baits that we have on their site, they are literally doing it because they freaking love to do it.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
they love to do it. So
Yeah.
you know what? When you go on our site, you might see that we only have like 3 of this bait, or we might have only 15 of this bait or whatever. There's not a lot.
Yeah.
There's a lot of variety, but you'll find that there's not a whole lot of everything. And the reason why is because the guys we work with, it's small,
Yep.
it's short, it's sweet. But I'm telling you right now, everything that these people bring is out of love. They love bass fishing. They love to fish. Hold on 1 second. Show them the back of my shirt.
We fish.
We fish.
Wait, I have a question. Do you fish? Wait, do you
And
fish?
that goes for the 2 people we're looking at right now. We're looking at Frankie Provolone.
That's
We're
right.
looking at Jake here. And
Apparently,
you know what?
Jake Stem Fishing's in here.
You guys fish, right?
All the
We
time.
fish.
Fishing?
That's what I'm saying.
we
We
fish.
fish.
What's mine?
We're slayers, dog. Whatchamacallit? On an average month,
Hey, I'm a
how many
slayer.
companies hit you up?
Say one more time. Sorry.
On an average month, how many companies do you get like a average like number per month, like new companies hitting you up? Is it like, I don't know. How does that work?
I mean,
So-
we're probably in rotation with like 15 guys every month at least.
So like
Okay.
Every day.
Nice.
so the Dark Horse tackle box that comes out monthly has 5 to 6 baits in it. Okay, so
Yep.
every month we are working with 5 to 6 different small businesses.
Nice.
In 2023, we hit 54 different companies, different small American businesses that we worked with in 2023.
Yeah.
So that's pretty much that's how that goes.
Well, I mean, I didn't mean that. I meant like how many new companies hit you up each month to try to partner with you.
Oh, God, a lot.
So
Probably
inquiries.
15.
It's a lot.
15?
It's not. It's
That's a lot.
actually the least. It's my least favorite part of this job is turning people down.
I don't know, man. It sounded like you were having fun earlier.
I
He was watch yourself. He's like, are those proprietary? Do it molds. Do it molds. So now he's like, you let me know when they're proprietary. Hey, walk away.
you gotta have a little flex.
Turn your nose to him, Zeck. Turn your nose.
But no. So we talk to a lot of people, and there's a lot of people out there. And listen, like especially
It's got like 300 colors.
Especially since like COVID happened, like there's a lot of people that went from being a fisherman to being a bait maker. Okay.
Yep.
And not all of them are actually legitimate bait makers. Like
Yeah.
you're making baits, but you're not.
They're
Like,
getting there. They're trying.
Right.
They're still working out their recipes.
What we look for is number one, is it proprietary? So is it unique to you? Does the mold belong to you? Is it different than everything else out there?
Yep.
That's number one. And that's not even like a kicker, right? So like let's just say you're a guy that you're new enough, you don't have your own shit, but you have an exceptional blend. Like the chemistry to your plastic is fantastic.
You guys don't like these spinner baits, right?
Which one?
Wait, what am I looking at?
The only one we use, dogs.
Martin, baby. That's
Is that
a knee
Martin's?
knocker, son.
Come on, son.
Hey,
That's
listen.
the best spinnerbait ever made. It just needs to be wire tied. Somebody get in his ass.
Yeah.
Okay. I'll talk to Steve.
But
Chris.
but so
When I first met Steve, I was like, wait, Steve Martin.
dude, Steve's the man.
I always call him Chris.
Love Steve.
Chris Martin. That's his
So
nickname.
as when I took over ownership of half of Dark Horse Tackle, Steve was one of the first dudes I talked to, and it couldn't have been better. Like
Nice.
Steve's freaking awesome, man.
Well, I met, they're from my home state, Steve and Mark, Heat
Right.
and Meat. So when I talked to Steve 3 years ago, he was like, hey, by the way, I got a buddy. He makes seasonings. You might want to hit him up. He might be interested.
Oh,
I hit up,
little heat your meat, huh?
exactly. I hit up Mark because he lives same town as Steve. They grew up together, and forget it. The rest is history.
Yeah, what an odd couple. Hey,
Forget about it. Forget about it.
Yeah, you come to our expos. We have a great time. We shared a booth last year. It was Heat Your Meat, Slay Nation, and Hooks at Hoodlums. And let me tell you, that was a fun corner.
Was it November? It was November. So in November, every month we as Dark Horse Tackle.
Yeah, talk about that.
We feature a small business whose products that we can't like put in the box.
Right.
You know what I mean? And what happens is we get a hold of a company, a small American business that does something that we like for whatever reason. And they give us some promotional materials. They give us some stickers. They give us some flyers, some postcards, some business cards, whatever.
They give us their business.
Correct.
And we, hey, listen, Slay Nation, right? He knows. He gets it.
Right. So, and what we do is we put it in our box.
Just don't give me a poker chip ever again.
Why? Those are collectibles, Josh.
No, they're not. No, they're not. Dude, I sat there and I don't know what it was, but I had a bad feeling the second I picked it up. Just the density of it, just the way it felt, and I put it in my pocket.
Those are legit.
I put it in my pocket.
Nobody else has a problem.
You put it in your pocket. It got you excited, dog. It's that lucky chip, kid.
Huh? What's that?
It's the lucky chip, kid.
It isn't for me.
Not for him.
No, dude. I thought you were trying to put your thumb in my mouth, buddy.
For everybody else,
you got the wrong girl.
But for some reason, the poker chip did not work for Josh. But anyways, so this
because I had leftover ones, I had to get rid of them.
I'll make it work. I'll put one in a fish's mouth and be like, "There you go, Frankie."
Yeah.
Forget about it.
Hey, any promotion is good promotion.
True.
But back to the featured small business. So we'll get a hold of these companies, and what it does for us is it fluffs up our box a little bit. Like customer gets another sticker, they get something else to look at, so it fluffs up the box a little bit, and we get to promote this small business. Like win-win, everybody wins. It's great. So we do this every month, and but no, we did that in November with Mark for Heat Your Meat.
Yep.
Freaking awesome. Mark gets it.
Yeah.
He's awesome.
Mark hustles.
Yeah. So but we do that every month for different businesses. Mark was one of the businesses that we did in 2023. We actually did them for November because it's Thanksgiving and people are eating food and cooking shit.
Yep.
But yeah, man.
Excellent. All right. So what do you see? What's forecasted? What are some hopes and dreams for the future for Dark Horse Tackle? It could be this season coming up or moving past that.
Trying to get in here. So we have a sales goal.
Okay.
About $5,000.
Yeah, we're trying to make money. Believe it or not.
Yeah, we want to.
Well, you're a business. That's the goal. Yes.
I owe Bobby roast beef like $6,000 right now.
Okay. All right.
I don't know what he said it to.
That's why he's there. He's there to collect.
He gave me $200. He gave me $200 today. He goes, by the way,
he's right there.
Yeah, I see him. I can't miss that bald head and that beard.
That's a 3,000% interest loan.
Inflation.
I had already taken his money. He goes, yeah, you owe me $6,000.
So in earnest, our goal is the same goal that we have every single year, and that is to challenge ourselves, as in Josh and myself.
Challenge ourselves.
Challenge
the customer.
Challenge ourselves and challenge our customers with new, innovative, nutty, crazy baits, and open your mind. Try something new. Get out there. Use some American small business stuff. Get away from the big box stores and catch some freaking fish.
Yeah, and dude, we'll walk you through it every step of the way. Every challenge that we make for ourselves, we share it with you guys. Hey, I just thought of this. Here's an idea. Here's how I'm gonna fish it. I go do it. I post pictures. Here's how I did it.
Yep.
You can do it too, dude. I am just a monkey with a stick with line on the end of it, dude. Like
monkey up a stick.
Yeah. I'm just a monkey with a stick, dude.
But no, seriously, like it's a big deal. It's a big deal to us. Like for the longest time, I had like 3 baits that I threw, and I don't care where I went, that's all I threw, and I'm convinced that's all I could catch a fish on. It's not true. It's just not true.
Yep.
So challenge yourselves, get out there, find different ways to catch fish, find different presentations, find a way to support American small businesses while you're doing the hobby that you love to do. Like, I love bass fishing. Number one in my life, I love bass fishing. That is what I do. I fish, we fish, right? Number 2 is American small businesses. Like, let's get it. You know what I mean?
Baby. Absolutely.
And that goes, dude, that's you, Frankie.
I know.
That's you.
I know.
You got Slate Nation. That's a small American business.
Hell yeah, baby.
That's why we're talking to you. We love you guys, man.
Hell yeah, that's what it's about. And that's why we reached out to y'all, because we love what you guys are doing.
Oh, yeah.
But listen, I know it's late. You guys had an extremely long day. We're really appreciative. You guys had a moment to hop on. Really appreciate that. But before you guys get out of here, go relax, celebrate your day. Where can people find you and all that good stuff and follow your journey?
Dark Horse Tackle on all platforms. Website, tackle.com. TikTok, Dark Horse Tackle. Instagram, Dark Horse Tackle. Facebook, you guessed it, Dark Horse Tackle. And YouTube is SpongeBob SquarePants Lover 420. It's Dark Horse Tackle. It's Dark Horse. So, hey, man, thanks for letting me be really sleep deprived and stupid on here. Buddy.
Should watch us more often then, because you'd be like, oh, I fit right in.
Good. No, we'll do this for real sometime when there's not, 18 people here, and we'll really get it going.
All right. Sounds good. Well, boys, we wish you success this weekend. Crush it. Get the name out there. Find those hidden gems at the expo that want to hop on and get their baits to the world. And we'll talk to you guys soon.
Thanks,
love
guys.
you, boys.
Hey, guys.
All right, love you too. Peace. Best of luck.
Thank you.
All right, Jake. Dark Horse Tackle. Whirling Dervish.
Yes,
I was like
sir.
the Tasmanian devil coming in here, but I know they were busy.
Yeah.
And really good. Wish them luck at the show. Good dudes. Lots of energy. Every live I watch them on, they always have really good energy, and they have the same message every time, which is consistency, which is great. Hey, we got a question in here. I don't know who it is. It just says Facebook user. It says, curious on your thoughts about the lack of participation on the pro/elite level tournaments.
So I got Facebook pulled up here, and that's our buddy Brad, who's a PA Slayer. He fished the Civil War against New York, which, fun fact, him and his buddy that came up to fish, I know, sidetrack, but they literally booked a house the same time of year to go up to Cayuga just to fun fish because of how much fun they had for the Civil War last year.
Awesome.
But Brad, I know you're more probably kayak based in that question, and I'm kind of surprised as well.
So he meant
he's meaning like Hobie, Bassmaster,
the pro level. I was like, I totally
stuff
thought
like that. So I would say most likely, especially the Hobie event. I know they had their first one 2 weeks ago in the Harris Chain of Lakes, which they had 153, and then I don't even think they hit 100 for tomorrow. I think they're at like 95. Which I think has a couple of reasons. Yes, tomorrow is Sam Rayburn in Texas for Hobie.
What series again? I'm sorry.
That's Hobie.
Oh, okay.
So they went pretty much back to back, which one I think hurt them tremendously because a lot of these people don't have the PTO or they're not a PKA professional kayak angler. So I definitely think that hurt them. I know they are allowing motors in 6 out of their 8 events, which does also increase the participation, but I think going like pretty much back to back definitely hurt them. I would say that's the main thing. I mean, the first Bassmaster event isn't for a couple more weeks, so I'm curious to see. I think they have pretty good numbers. I know they're over 100, so I'm curious to see how the rest of the season goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, if I had to answer that, Brad, I would say, like, honestly, the everyday person cannot just pick up and go when they want. That's what I think. And things are not cheap. I don't care. Like, we all see people, looks like they're living a dream, but I guarantee they're racking up credit card bills. It's going to hurt them in the long run. We all have jobs. Like, this is
Yeah.
just side stuff, but we all think it's like people's lives. Like, no, your full-time job is what's paying for the bills,
Yeah.
you know?
And I think particularly, especially us in the Northeast, I mean, unfortunately, these big trails only come up once a season, once a season for the year. So I think that hurts the guys in the Northeast. But I think also local trails, Slay Nations, I think they're increasing with the way how expensive everything is now, and people don't have PTO. I mean, if I want to go fish Texas, I'm using at least a whole day of PTO just to drive to get there. And then if you want to compete at a high level, you want to practice, and then you can't fish the 5 events or however many you need. So it's super, super tough to do a big trail nowadays.
Well, it's just tough, and it's
gas prices, everything else.
not cheap. It's not cheap with all the kayaks and everything you need nowadays to feel competitive, right? It's almost like anglers feel obligated. I have to get this. I have to get that, right? Like, I mean, that stuff ain't cheap. I don't care. I mean, everybody's in different stages of their life. One, like some guy like me, I own a house. I got kids. All that money that I wish I could put towards fishing, no, it goes towards my responsibilities.
Yes.
You know what I mean? So would I love to go fishing? 100%. Why wouldn't I? I don't care how I did. I would just like to go fish, the experience, whatever. I'm not a seriously competitive angler. Like, I'm just not. I'm just not. My mind is in other places. But I would love to go fish and compete and meet people, all that. Yeah, but yeah, local clubs. I understand what you guys are saying and agree, but seem like the last few years they have been full and had waiting lists to get in. But yes, money is definitely a major factor, no doubt. And yes, Cayuga is so amazing to fish. Can't make the Civil War in New York, but we'll be doing the one here at home on the Susky.
Yep.
Yeah, I mean, I agree. Remember last year, the year before, it was like, dude, like 5 minutes in, Hobie BOS maxed, right?
Yeah.
Maxed. And I think personally, because it was like fresh, it's new. When things are fresh and new and it's like there's all that excitement built around it. Yeah, it's like, woo, let's go. I'm signing up. And then everybody's posting, hey, I'm registered. I'm ready. It's like the, all the excitement. But then right, the next year comes, the year after, real life sets in. It's like, I can't do this. I can't go travel and pay. I don't have the money right now, whatever it is.
But I want to say, forward facing probably has, we're talking about, having all the money into kayaks. I mean, a lot of people might be intimidated with everyone having forward facing. I mean, I personally have it. I enjoy it a lot. Now, do I catch them like they do on TV and YouTube? No. I mean, in PA, honestly, I hardly scope fish. I hardly catch the fish I'm looking at. Now, I use it more as finding cover, finding those grass patches, finding those rock piles, because it's a lot easier to spin it 360 than side scan over, side scan back, side scan over, stuff like that. But then I go to like Lake George last year and I caught 50 fish a day, 50 bass a day, and every single one I threw at ate it, which upstate New York, Justin, all you guys, Josh, you guys have it easy compared to PA. We have the Susky that's amazing fishery, but other than that, it's pretty much a struggle wherever we are, which Frankie, I'm sure you know that pretty well. It's not it's not amazing fishery. I swear in upstate New York, they just jump in your kayak half the time.
I gotta go up there and get a wide kayak. Jump in, please. Yeah, but I don't know. Maybe, who knows? Maybe as the weather gets warmer, the national level trails will have higher. I don't know. Who knows? Well, I guess we'll find out. I mean, we'll see. Once everybody's excited and the weather warms up, maybe they will get higher numbers. I have no idea. That's like, I have no idea why they would be low. I haven't paid attention to the numbers. I'll be honest. All I remember is the years past, they always have been packed. So who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Hopefully it does pick up because, if kayaks, if the kayak world wants to try to get to a professional tour, we got to keep participation levels up to show people that interest is still there. It's the only thing I could think of. Before you can call anybody a PKA just yet. It needs to be a pro level tour to be called a pro. But there's some people that certainly can be there. But that brings me up. I don't know do you listen to the Bilge podcast, Chris and Trait Zaldane's podcast?
I did see Christine Fisher was just on
Yeah,
there.
well, it's a good podcast. I'll be
Mhm.
honest; it's one of my favorite fishing ones to listen to. They had Christine Fisher on, I think, just a few days ago. I was listening to it last night, right before one of my favorites right now, Bass After Dark.
Yeah.
Whatchamacallit, I was listening to it before that came on, and I listened for the first, I don't know, I think it was like 15 minutes worth. It was good. I got to finish it. But I
Yeah, I
knew
gotta tune in. I gotta listen to that one.
I knew it would be a good interview regardless once I saw she was on.
Yeah.
I just got to go back and finish it. That's true. And at some point, you have to be able to adapt and learn the technology a lot of anglers are already using. Will be
Yeah,
interesting
no,
to see how
I
things go.
definitely agree, Brad. And honestly, it's actually coming to the point, and surprisingly, where some clubs are banning live scope. I
Yeah,
actually know of a club in New Jersey. I won't say the name, but they had a vote
Yeah.
and it got banned. And I understand live scope is a lot of money. Don't get me wrong. I mean, I don't run the newest one. I run the 32 Garmin because it's $500 cheaper at Bass Pro Shops, and like, but at the same time, you can still win without it. I mean, people won without 2D and side scan and
100%.
all that stuff when it came down. So I get it's intimidating, but at the end of the day, I don't think you should ban something just because you don't like it. I mean, I get having, 4 transducers on a kayak. Yeah, that's getting absolutely ridiculous. I'm seeing 2 now, so that way they don't have to manually switch their transducer from forward to perspective, which that is just like a lazy, that's just being lazy. If you have the money, that's fine.
Yeah.
Me personally, I just put 2 Garmins on my kayak. I have 2 9-inch Garmins, and do I really need that for tournament fishing? No, but do I want to have live scope pulled up and then my mapping and side scan where I don't have to keep changing screens every time? Yes, but that was my decision.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I mean, the Hobie BOS 2 weeks ago on the Harris Chains, day 1 leader who broke records with 113 inches had a paddle kayak.
Nice.
Without forward facing.
Hell yeah.
I'm
Let's
like
go.
99% sure. So shout out to that man. Unfortunately, his day 2 did not go as planned, but you don't, at the end of the day, the biggest thing you need is time on the water, which is a struggle for people that have families and stuff. Totally understandable. But time on the water, watching YouTube videos when you can't be on the water to learn new techniques, tricks, the research you do at home, Google
Bass
Earth.
University, baby.
Yeah, Bass University, mix of all that. I mean, and then use it on, try to learn when you're on the water. All that combined can help you win tournaments.
100%. Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, yeah, I saw there's a few. I saw like some smaller, I don't even know. It's like a brand new club in Connecticut, really small little, they're a John Boat club. what we do. And I saw on their little flyer, so I got posted and it said, "Oh, forward facing sonar banned." And, I mean, whatever. I don't care. We allow it. You can use it or not use it. I have people that used it last year. I said they got it because
That's true.
spent, they spent the whole tournaments like this, and they had a worse season than the year prior when they finished top 3.
1,000%.
So whatever. Time on the water, definitely number 1. That's it.
Yep.
So yeah, it's tomato, and whatever. You're gonna have people that don't like it, people that do, but I'm over it. I don't care what people want to do. It's getting old. So
go out and fish. That's all that matters.
Fish, baby. That's when everything happens. Just
go
fish.
out, invite
Have
your
fun.
buddies, go fish a tournament, have some fun, hang out at the end of the day, and that's it.
That's it. Yep. Any other topics? Stemberger? Oh, how was ice fishing last week?
Yeah, unfortunately, guys, I missed out on the last 2 sleigh stations. Super bummed about that, but I had one work. The first one was with the ladies. I had to miss because of work. And then last weekend I was up in the Adirondacks, and me and 5 other buddies went up to Old Forge, and we went ice fishing. We were on like 8 inches of ice, and we caught lake trout, brook trout, and perch through the ice, which was really cool.
Okay.
There was, like I said, speaking of live scope, there was 3 of us that had live scope, and then a couple other guys had flashers and stuff, but it was super nice to be able to drill a hole, and you don't have to Swiss cheese the lake anymore ice fishing. You can literally try to find more Lakers. They're not schooled up like panfish and stuff, but we were able to find the zone, and you just jigging like 30 foot, and all of a sudden they look like sharks, and they just come in and freaking try to eat your bait, turn around, eat it again, try to eat it. It was honestly really cool. It's pretty warm, like 30 degrees, which for ice fishing is warm. But Yeah, it was the hiking conditions weren't bad, and we stayed on Airbnb, and it
Okay.
was honestly a great time. But hockey helmet.
DC was wearing one last week.
Yeah. So it was a good time. Unfortunately, ice season's pretty much over. I'm hitting the open water on Sunday with a couple slayers. And
Where?
what's that?
Open water?
Yeah, oh yeah, we're all open down here. Up in the Poconos, it's still
Okay.
frozen. But yeah, like Reading area down south where Brad is,
Okay.
southern PA, it's all open. So we're hitting
Yeah, I
the
think
open
we have
water.
some open. I know we have some open water in Connecticut. I'm on spring break. I work at a private school. We have spring break earlier, not earlier, later than usual this year, which is really good. It's like we start March 15th, 16th, whatever it is, and it takes us up until April 1st. And it's the first year for myself that my son doesn't go to my school with me anymore. He goes to our school up here with my daughter. First spring break in years that I'll have by myself. And
Nice.
and I'm going to take the boat out, obviously. But that first weekend, I got a little table spot at Bass Pro here to promote
Oh,
our
sweet.
horsepower series. Yeah. Then the following weekend, we're at the Connecticut Expo hosting the Kids Zone, which we'll talk about that at the end. And yeah, so I'm pretty sure we do have open water.
Yeah.
I can't
Well,
wood and stuff like
surprisingly, like, I mean, Justin, they still have ice up there in upstate New York, but a lot of it's
that.
not safe except the Adirondacks. We were supposed to go to a different Finger Lake from Jose, who is a slayer.
Yeah. Yeah.
We were gonna go to the lake where he works at what's that tackle shop? Man, it's gonna drive me nuts. Anyway, he works at the tackle shop out there by Honeyoy, and we were
Okay.
gonna go out there, but then last second we had to literally the week before call an audible and just rebook a different Airbnb for the Adirondacks because
Yeah.
nowhere in New York was safe except the Adirondacks, which was crazy. Literally, we're driving 5.5 hours there, and until 45 minutes till we got in the Adirondacks, no snow. As soon as we got in, a foot on the ground everywhere. It was
Wow.
crazy. Yeah,
Yeah.
62.
Yeah. These weather, I mean, the weather's crazy, but I'm not surprised,
Yeah.
the
They
climate
call
is
for the El Nino winter and everything. I'm just worried about what's gonna happen next year. Am I gonna have ice next year? That's what I want.
Well, that's true too. And you just hope it's not like a late winter squall, like you get like the late February, early March blizzards. You're like,
Yeah,
what?
well, next week they're calling for snow here. So
Oh, really?
yep, like Tuesday, right after the warm up, it's supposed to plummet and
We
we're supposed
barely
to
have had any snow this
yeah, we
season,
got more
especially
than you because it came up and then it
I
like
know.
diminished as it got
Dude, I
to you
think
guys.
max, if I had a total of snow I've gotten in my town, maybe max 3.5, 4 inches,
Wow.
max
Yeah.
the whole friggin' winter, you know. And I'm not complaining. And I don't need snow days from school and all that. I don't care
I
about
don't
all
want
that
snow. I
stuff.
just want cold so I can ice fish,
But
but that didn't
I
really
know,
work out.
dude, my mind, I'm like, listen, after Christmas, I don't want to see a flake. Like I like snow for Christmas, the holidays, like that week
Yeah.
leading up, winter break, and you're cozying with your kids, watching friggin' Polar Express, having hot cocoa. Cool. Sign me up. After that, New Year hits. I'm like, yo, we're spring. It's fishing season. I need 50s and 60s. Finally got a car with heat, right? I'm happy. But I am ready for like spring, dude.
Yeah.
The groundhog, Punxsutawney Phil, didn't see a shadow. He's calling for early spring. Let's go, Philly. So we'll see what happens.
Do you
Do you
think the
think the
warm
warmer
winter
winter helps the bass or hurt them?
I honestly don't know because, like I said, it's supposed to be a cold front later. But like, see, I'm going fishing Sunday, and from tomorrow night, the low it's like 47. It's gonna be a warm overnight because this warm
Okay.
front. So for giving the max opportunity for that water surface temperature to really skyrocket, I think would throw them in a feeding frenzy. But if it's too fast, I think it could still they wouldn't have enough time to adjust and move with it before it gets cold again. So I would say the biggest thing, whether no matter what weather it is, if it's cold or warm, is fishing after it stabilizes. If you're fishing the first day of a warm up, first day of a cold front, it's
Yeah.
just they're on the move. They're adjusting to it. Now you're 3-4 days into it. That's when those fish are going to be stabilized wherever they are, whether it's deep, shallow, suspended, anything like that.
Yeah. Do you think because of the warmer weather this winter, especially in the Northeast, and guys can get out there and gals can get out there on open water, do you think that, and I mean, not that they're having these crazy tournaments, but the fish are still probably feeling a little pressured,
Oh yeah.
longer than usual. So I wonder if that, yes, jerseys do look sick this year. Can't wait for everybody to get them. I wonder if that, I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. There's some bodies of water.
South, they get 12 months a year, but for us, usually like upstate New York, they get four months off usually or something like that. So
they get their little winter vacation.
I'd be curious to see. I'm excited. This warm weather, like I said, I'm ready to test out those dual graphs, and I'm ready to tournament fish. I'm fishing like 16, 17 events this year.
Damn.
I'm going a little crazy this year.
That's a lot, dude.
Yeah, last year was a slow year for me. I took a little bit back on it, and then I was like,
better make some money winning those.
Yeah, car camping. I got in the whole car camping on YouTube, and now I'm like looking at a car camp and save some bucks here and there, and do what you got to do.
Yeah, no, 100%. You got to save that dolo, kid.
Yes, sir.
I'd be on like a tent top of my car or something.
Hey, they're legit, but they're expensive. Holy crap.
Yeah, I bet they are. But all you really need, you get a good like mattress or something soft to sleep on. That's what matters the most.
On Amazon, they got like 4-inch memory foam trifold mattresses.
That's what you want. You get a good pillow, a good blanket, and a good thing to rest your body on. You're set. You could sleep.
Get a little cup holder, snack holder. There you go.
Jake needs his snacks at night, y'all.
Hey, you never know. Midnight snack might come around at some point.
What's your midnight snack? What's your go-to snack at night? If you have something laying around, what is your go-to?
Usually just like some cookies, like Oreos or Chips Ahoy.
Dude, those are dangerous. Oreos. I don't really eat Oreos a lot, right? I really try to pay really close attention to what I eat, and you'll understand this when you get older and you hit your 30s and 40s.
Oh, I already am trying.
But like my son, he loves Oreos, right? And he's been like kind of off them, and so I'm like, I don't like. For me, I look around the house, and I hate it when like things go to waste. So like I'll eat it even if I know it like I shouldn't be, right? Oreos, dude. I'm like, I'll burn it off. And you can never have just like 4 or 5.
No, it's like a whole sleeve.
Dude. And I love dunking my Oreos in coffee, like in my coffee.
Coffee?
Do you drink coffee?
No, not really.
Dude, well, no, because it makes it all because it's a warm coffee, it's hot coffee. So like the cookie gets like soggy a little bit, dude. Like try it, Jake. I'm telling you right now, they need to make like I don't know, dude. I'll go through a whole sleeve and I'm like, I gotta stop.
Brad said that's all you need in a jet burner, which jet boil I actually do have. So I'm gonna be experimenting with that as well in the car camping scene. Cereal's a good choice, man.
Oh, cereal is dangerous. I'm not gonna lie, Pete. My daughter we picked up Cocoa Krispies, and she went through half a box. I wasn't feeling it. I'm sitting there at night doing some email stuff, and I'm like, I usually have like a shake at night, like a protein shake, a meal replacement, with all that stuff in it. And I'm like, God, I worked out extra hard today, and I made a bowl of Cocoa Krispies, dude. So good. Like the best part is the end, the milk that tastes like chocolate at the end, dude. Yeah. It makes me feel like I'm a kid again. And I'm like, yo, these are banging. Like I can eat the whole box.
So when we were ice fishing, I'd take my Yeti thermos and we made hot chocolate before.
See, I don't know who that is.
That's Brad. It's Brad.
He gets it. He knows.
He gets it.
The Oreos
we made hot cocoa for on the ice. And I made some for my buddies, and they went to drink it like 6 hours later. They like burnt their mouth, and I'm like, "That's what a thermos is for." I don't know what to tell you.
God, dude, that's what a good thermos does. That's what a good thermos does.
Purple.
I tear up a box of Fruity Pebbles. We're going on a tangent here, boys.
Oh, hey.
Purple milk. Let's go, dude.
What's your on the water snack, Frankie? What's your go-to?
On the water snack is 2 things, right? One, I love beef jerky. Beef jerky is my go-to because here's why. I'll tell you why. And people know that when you watch a podcast, frequently I get like the cramps, right? So when I'm on the water, I haven't had a cramp in a while, by the way. Knock
on wood.
I did. It might have been like 4 episodes ago. I felt one coming on during a show. It didn't happen. And then as soon as the show ended, I went up my stairs over here. Forget it, dude. Double hamstrings. Let me tell you something. Whatever. So beef jerky, trail mix, and I have to have a Monster energy drink.
Really?
Like every tournament, I got to have my co-director. I was like, we always go back and forth each tournament, who packs what. And I got to have it like 9:30 in the morning, 10 o'clock is usually when we pound it. You need that, waking up early, traveling, all that. You get tired in the morning. You're responsible for all this stuff. I need a little wake me up. So I get a Monster and it just hits like $1,000,000 at 9:30, dude, and then I'm good. And then that's like my go-to. What about you, dude?
I'm such a tournament hardhead, and May yells at me every time.
You don't eat?
I get off the water, and then my whole lunch is just I'm just eating it all. I forget to drink, I forget to eat, but
Dude,
usually I pack.
You got to be careful with that.
I know.
Because even though you don't feel like you're getting dehydrated,
I just get so much in the mode, especially if I'm on a good bite.
I
If
know
you're
you
on a
do.
bite, a frog bite or something.
But you eat when you're changing locations.
Yeah, I've started to do that.
Snack because
usually it's May says I'm lying, but I have been trying to do better. But I usually have Powerades with me, some sort of Powerade to get some electrolytes, and the
don't have Powerade. Get coconut water.
Coconut water.
Yeah,
I don't like coconuts.
No. Get coconut water, but you could buy it in like the convenient, like you go to the gas station, or you go to like your local supermarket, go into like the Mexican food section,
International or whatever.
Yeah, dude, they're cheap. It's $1.50 tall ones, but you get them that are flavored with mango. They're sweet. They taste like juice. But coconut water has tons of. It's the best way to get electrolytes.
Really?
Okay. Better than Powerade. Powerade's good if you're sweating after playing basketball.
That's true. Yeah.
If you're not sweating, don't drink those sports drinks.
In the summer heat, don't worry, man. I'm sweating.
I bet you are. I am too. But try coconut water, mango flavored. I'm telling you, you're gonna be like, oh my god! And they're only $1.50, dude.
Okay, I'll try that. I'll tell May to remind me to get that. But my food is Uncrustables.
The Mexican aisle.
Uncrustables.
I forgot the name of the aisle, but it's where the Mexican food is.
Uncrustables, jerky, and apparently coconut water next season. So Brad will see me out there chugging a coconut water on the water.
Jake can't put the rod down.
It's so bad. It's so bad. I get so zoned in.
Oh my god.
Okay, I'll try
coconut water has natural. See, I'm telling you, man. All last season, that was I had a Monster. They do dehydrate you, energy drinks, right? Caffeine and whatever else they have in it. But I always made sure I had 3 ice cold coconut waters, in the cooler with the ice and everything. And I'll tell you right now, Jake, get the ones with mango in it. Dude, they're sweet. It's delicious. Like, I'm not kidding. But coconut water is one of the best electrolytes for you. And I drink one like after I have my coffee, whatever, and having beef, because that's why I have beef jerky. It's salty. So you need that salt to absorb all those electrolytes and water. That's why I like salty snacks. Plus beef jerky has the protein, so it's a healthier snack too.
There we go. I got Brad supplying me coconut water.
See?
Coconuts. He's bringing me coconuts. I'll have to stab them.
It's Goya. Look up no, it's not Goya. It's the other. I gotta get one. It comes in a big, tall, like carton one, but you can get the other one. It's like a thick, heavy aluminum, like a soda can, extra big. It's a tall boy and they're really thick. Like it's like you can't even. It's like a catch board, dude. You can't even dent it. And
so if I catch a flathead or a walleye, I can have dinner and just whack.
Oh my god, dude! Head straight up. These things are heavy duty, but they're delicious and it's important because the last thing you want to do is pass out on a damn kayak. You guys, you fall in the water. A guy like me, I'll fall in a boat. I'm in a John boat.
All right, I want to ask you a question.
Vita, yes, I think that's it. Vita, I think that is the brand. Yes.
All right, I want to ask you a question, Frankie, and I want all the people watching to tune in with comments as well. What is your tournament goal? What is your one goal for 2024 season tournament-wise that you want to try to accomplish? Which I know you're a director, but fishing-wise, personally, what is one of your goals?
Put a limit up every tournament.
Okay.
To put a limit up every tournament. Last year was my worst season of my life. I did not fish hard. I fished with a lot of different people, which was really fun. That was like, I was fishing with Nye. I was fishing with other guys in the club, things like that. And that was really fun. But I didn't fish hard last year. And that could be because my head's always all over the place during tournaments. That's one of the downfalls of being a director and fishing. But I want to fish, right? Obviously, but your mind's on everybody else. But the goal is to put a limit up. We don't care where we finish. I just want to put a limit up. I just want to prove that we can catch 5 fish. Our limit is 10 inches, so it's not too hard. Just to put up a limit.
Yeah. Ed says AOI again this year. He's calling back to back. That is
That's
a
right,
heck.
Ed. I got
Hey,
these
that's right,
plaques
Ed.
being made for you too.
That's
And
a heck of a goal, Ed. I like that goal. Me personally, I am going with, I think that's Brad. Yeah, Brad. That's a good goal. I'm going with winning a tournament. Nice, Brad. That's a good goal. I think it's always a good idea to always have a goal in your mind. Something that is achievable. They're all achievable, but something that you can look towards and focus on to keep you concentrated on every tournament. You never want to lose concentration because that last 5 minutes you give up, and then 2 minutes left, you hook a freaking 21-incher and bring it in, and you make your goal come true. So never give up, as always. My personal goal is, like I said, I'm fishing a lot of events. Last year I fished quite a few, but I couldn't chase any AOIs. So this year I'm fishing elite kayak fishing again, which I fished 2 seasons ago. I finished 7th in AOI. I was sitting in like 4th because I was doing good, and then the championship event I just struggled. I had a bad tournament, but my goal is finish top 3 in their AOI. So that's my goal for this season.
Hell yeah. I love it. I don't think people understand, and anybody at tournament fishes, doesn't matter what level, like just catching a limit is sometimes it's not as easy as you might think, right? Like just in general, like it just isn't. A lot of people don't catch limits. Like it's not as easy as you think. It's possible, obviously, right? You could probably make adjustments that would have caught some fish, or if you went to a better area. But it's not as easy as it is. My goal is to fish a Slay Nation event in Vermont. After that, I just want to be competitive every tournament. That's Pete. So he's fishing. Pete, right, one of our sponsors, and is also fishing the Vermont small vessel, which we got to get some more members on that roster because Pete, right now you're the only one. So we got to get that.
Hey, there you go. You can win every one. Boom.
That's it. That's it. There he is. Hey, right
you
now
don't got to tell everyone else how many there were.
That's it. Yeah. So that's good. All right. Here's a question for you. What do you think? A 2-part question.
Okay,
Jake. What do you think will be your number one? I want to say I'll put these together. What do you think will be your number one technique and or bait for you this season? And what do you think will be the hottest talked about bait of this season in general in the fishing industry?
I would say, me personally, the bait that I use the most or have won the most money over the years, even though I want to be that guy chucking a chatterbait 24/7, is a drop shot. Now, I would say drop shot / like hover rig, one of the finessey techniques, probably one of those. And that, small swim bait, hover rig, is just because, one, I have forward facing sonar, so that goes well together. But, drop shot, I'm just confident. So you can use those together. And then the hover rig with forward facing would probably be my favorite. Now for tournaments like PA, like I said, I don't really use it to locate fish. Like last year, I'd use it to see rock piles, grass lines. So I wouldn't even say, nice. No skunks from Dark Horse. So I would say tournament wise, are you talking like national, like Hobie Bassmaster, who we're going to like what bait we're going to see win most?
No, just in the fishing industry. There's always a bait that's hot, right? Chatterbait has been it for a while. The Whopper Plopper was it for a lot of people, right? That was like the hot bait that everybody was talking about.
Yeah.
Wow, got to get this. What do you think? If you had to just if you just had to say, I put my money that this bait is going to be the hot one that's talked about this fishing season.
So honestly, unfortunately, I think it's going to be a forward-facing sonar bait just because how the industry is, how everyone's catching them. Okay. And I think there's been a little people using them and they're newer, but the Berkeley power bait switch. That switch, that little forward-facing, it's almost like a storm swim bait. It's all built together. There's no adding plastic to it. And that little thing, they make like a 1.5-inch size, super small. Dude, that's what I caught Lakers on ice fishing. I catch 12 to 14-inch crappie with in my YouTube videos, if you guys have seen them. And I caught bass on it. And I've caught lake trout on it and open water as well here in Jersey. So that little bait, whether it's the bigger one or not, I think that has a really big player. And you don't have to add any salt plastics to it. You tie it on, and then eventually if it ever gives out, you just put another one on. So if you guys have forward facing sonar, I highly suggest it. I saw Ed's comment, use down view on the LS. Yeah.
Yeah. On the
for
drop
sure.
shot. I think like one for me, my bait this year, I'm going back to like baits that I haven't thrown in a while that I used to, right? Like crankbaits, spinner baits. Spinner bait you should throw everywhere, and I used to love it. And I just haven't I used Martin's custom baits, their spinner baits, before the knee knocker.
Yeah.
I've used that, and I've had plenty of luck with that in some of the local lakes here. But I'm going to dedicate I want my bait this year to be the spinner bait and or the crankbait. I always throw a jig and a fluke. I'm like fluke. My favorite baits for me that I feel like I'm really like a fluke. With a fluke, I feel really confident with. I feel like I can work it really good. I think I'm a really good fluke fisherman. I just feel real confident with that bait, how to work it, how to mimic, how to skip it on top, however I want to play with it. But I'm going with a spinner bait for myself this year. That is, I want to get back to fishing a spinner bait. But I think that the hottest bait this year is going to be somewhere along the lines of the swim bait category. And I know the Berkeley came out with the what's the name of that?
Or the Nessie?
The Nessie.
Yeah,
that soft plastic.
Bait. Yep.
I think that I watch videos on it all the time, and I'm like, oh my God, the fact that it could just do this in like one spot.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. I'm like, I got to get me one. I just gave away a coal shad last week. We did our bait raffle for the premium members. And I'm looking at that coal shad. I'm like, oh my God, I want this. But
I do want to pick up coal shad. I have the Nessie, and the Nessie's pretty insane.
I gotta get one. And I like the colors they have it in. And I'm just gonna get the bone color or white, just to start, because a lot of the water we have here is kind of stain or tannic, tea color. I think white or that bone looks really good. Has that good like iridescent, or I don't know, like it gives off that good glow, I guess, whatever you want to say. But I think that's going to be a hot bait, even in Northeast, even though that's a decently sized swim bait. Does that come in different sizes?
Yes, 5, 7, and 9.
Okay. All right. So I would probably want like the 5 or 7. I don't think I'd mess with the 9. But I'm excited for that. I'm going to pick Bass Pro Shop sells them right here next to me. Which that's probably where I'll go look at. I don't know if they have those in stock. I have to check. But a kid that I know works at the fishing department there. And he's a great kid. Seems like the glides and big swim baits are really becoming popular. They definitely are, because it's fun to like throw something different that you're not used to. That's like,
I'm curious to see what Milliken does with being on the elites this year, what it brings.
Well, I cannot wait. Dude, it's going to be a fun Elite Series year. It's going to be not just Elite Series, but just a fun tournament. Like watching the pros out there. You got Tommy Biffle fishing the MPFL this year. You got David Fritz. These are guys we haven't seen in ages on the Bass Elite Tour or whatever, because they're a little older, and I don't know if they didn't requalify or what the whole thing is. But as a fishing fan, it's like, dude, this is going to be a fun year. It's exciting because all these big boat guys are now fishing these kayak events. Carl Jacobson just finished top 10 in an event, last weekend or 2 weeks ago?
2 weeks ago, Harris Chain.
And he was on a pedal kayak.
Yeah, no motor. He learned real quick.
Like, I gotta get one of these motors. He's like, that was funny. He went live and showed a video. He was like, man, I'm out here. His feet were going pretty good too. And
good thing he's in the shape he's in, or else he'd be struggling.
I know. And I'm like, he's like, yeah, I definitely got to get me a Torpedo, which was really cool. So that'll be fun. It's just fun getting in there, watching these guys mix it up. And so it'll be a really fun season to watch how everything lays out. Local clubs are not going away, man. That is the bread and butter of tournament fishing. Is
They're
local
getting stronger.
clubs. They're getting stronger. People are realizing you don't have to travel too far to get, tournament experience. Then you could dabble your feet in something more competitive or bigger events, 100, 105, 200 angler events, whatever it is. So that'll be really cool. And I have so many unique baits from Dark Horse Weekend Warrior I will never find anywhere. That's right. So yeah. So yeah, man. Well, listen, it's about that hour and a half mark. I know I'm tired, dude. I go on Friday nights. I go straight from running basketball clinic till 7:30 after work. And tonight we did I get the kids together and I say, hey, do you want to talk to your parents and you want to challenge the adults in a shoot off? And I'll go, yeah. So I get all the parents lined up at one hoop, all the players lined up at the other. So it's like 30 kids versus 25 adults. It's the first to 12 made baskets, and the kids, they cranked it up today. They won 10-3, and they all are jumping on their parents and stuff.
That's
I'm
awesome.
playing my music. Yeah, it's great. Come home, eat dinner, and then hop on the podcast, and then I do it all over tomorrow, and I do it Sunday, dude.
Yeah, I was working on my trailer and rig and tackle for Sunday, the usual.
Were you? Nice, dude.
Yeah, I added those ratcheting straps for like the boats and stuff, but I got longer ones for the kayak.
The cranks?
Yeah, the
Dude,
ones
I'm
that
not a
would
fan of
track
those.
though.
I'm not a fan of those.
Really?
No, I don't know. I used to use them when I used to car top my stuff, but I'm like, I get the pull tie ones that have the grip, like you put it through and you pull it.
Yeah, I use the pull tie for the top, but I got the trailer, so I got the retractable ones that bolt onto the trailer, so they don't gotta go back and forth over the trailer to hook up the ratchet. So I'm excited to try them out.
Is that Brad?
Yeah, have a good one, Brad.
Have a great night, brother. Thanks for tuning in. So big baits this year. Cheryl, I'm also looking forward to throwing some new big baits this year. Opposite end of the spectrum. I'm trying out a new BFS setup as well. What is BFS again?
BFS is the really tiny bait casting setups with the bigger spool, so it only holds like 50 yards of a line, and it's for throwing like little baits. They're like ultralight bait casting rods.
So what is it? Bait finesse system, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
I've never dabbled in that.
Who makes those reels?
There's a couple. Luz makes a BFS reel.
Oh, do they?
I think Shimano does.
A
lot of them got into it.
I haven't even looked into that stuff. I've seen people posting it, and I don't look at it. I'm like, what's BFS? I'm like, they spelled Bass Pro Shops wrong. I forgot the P. I didn't know what the F was.
Yeah, bait finesse
system. Yeah, okay. I'm about to look into that. All right. I mean, all right. So you could throw lighter lures on a bait caster. That's what it's for.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So what kind of bait would people throw on it then? Like a light jig or whatever?
You can almost throw crappie jigs on it. You can throw micro chatterbaits.
But what size rod? Does it matter?
I think they're pretty small and like whippy. Like they're like 6 foot.
So it's a combo?
Yes.
Okay.
The reel just, how your bait casting reel has a deep spool to fit like 200 yards. They're like thick spools and only fits like 50 yards.
Gotcha. It's almost like, how Ardent, their reels were made, and they came through the center, and then they had really skinny spools, kind of. You ever see the Ardent old reels, like for flipping and pitching? They weren't wide like we're used to. They were skinny.
Yeah.
Right?
That's 7 foot light.
I'm thinking about. Shimano has a good one. I have one and love it. Ed said that 8-pound braid, 7 foot light rod.
Yeah, they're super light. It's literally just focused on like, tinier baits, shorter cast type.
Probably, and not for nothing, it's probably better on your arm too. Some people that like fish a lot and they're just honking heavy baits, and their shoulder, you get shoulder or elbow pain, tennis elbow. So using lighter, right, probably less damaging on your casting arm.
Mm-hmm. Before we forget, shout out to Sport Fishing Outlet. 2 weeks ago, I stopped in. I did stop in. I almost forgot. I
just sent them an email spreadsheet of all of our current members so that everybody can have access to the code. So when they call up, because here's the thing about SFO, all the really, really good saucy stuff they have is not on their website yet, because they have to like take pictures and get it all up there. So like I'm supposed to have get information on, like, they have like Crush City stuff on their they have all this new stuff, but it's not on their website. And so what I need to do is reach out to them again, Rob and Steph, and be like, hey, what do you have in stock? What brands? Okay. And I'm going to write it down, and I'm going to send an email out to all members, say, hey, there's some really good stuff that they have, but it's not on their website yet. But if you call up, give them a ring, Slay Nation member, here's my name, Frankie Provolone, code Slay, boom, right? And they look it up on our list, say, "Oh yeah, we got you, baby." All right, got address, email, whatever.
Yeah, they had a bunch of good stuff, a bunch of new stuff. And if you guys are on the coast and you fish a lot of saltwater, they do have a really good assortment for that striper run in New Jersey.
Yeah, they have a lot
They're
of good
close
saltwater
there, so
stuff.
they're really good saltwater tackle shop as well.
That's so you asked fishing goals. I didn't even mention that. I want to get back into more multi-species. All right. I want to get back to like fishing in lakes and or streams and rivers. Like I miss.
There you go, BFS setup for a trout.
I
You can do
know. I
trout
know.
setup.
I miss that, dude. I miss being like, in the summertime and stuff, water shoes, standing in a stream, catching some trout, brookies. I miss that. I want to do that. And I want to do more saltwater fishing. Like, not
You can
from,
have that. I don't want saltwater.
I don't like going on a boat, saltwater. I get seasick, but I'm talking taking my kids to the docks.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah, yeah.
I got the marina where when Ike, hit one of the Going Ike episodes, he was with Mike Marzini. They're fishing the marina, which is right here. I can walk there, Jake. I'm watching the old episode. I'm like, they're right. That's the mouth of the Housatonic River right there. Our favorite
really?
restaurant is right there on the water, dockside. And I'm like, oh my God, they were catching these stripers right here. I can launch my boat there now.
See, yeah, I don't do saltwater. I don't do where alligators are bigger than my
Have you ever caught a
kayak.
striper?
I catch freshwater stripers, but I don't do saltwater.
All right, yeah, you catch a 30-pounder, you're really gonna be like, yo.
I caught a 21 last year. All right, give me some credit.
21-pounder?
Yeah, freshwater.
At a lake?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
That's where I'm going Sunday.
That's a big one.
Yeah, it was a big one. It pulled me around the kayak for a good bit.
Yeah, I bet, dude. You like the our Housatonic River here. All the schoolie stripers come up and down.
Yeah.
The river. Some stay there all year, depending on what pocket. And there's some good sized ones that get in the mix. 15, 16-pounders. I remember one time I was fishing. I used to have a tradition. I used to go fishing every Thanksgiving morning on the Housatonic for schoolies. I'd take my sit-in kayak, go by myself. I mean, dude, I remember one day in 45 minutes, I caught like 35 stripers.
Wow.
And, nothing crazy. I'm talking 21 inches, pulling my kayak. Freaking awesome, right?
Pulls back. It's worth it.
And I'll never forget, I make a cast and because I was jigging. At the time, the hot bait was a super fluke on like a chartreuse jig head, right? White super fluke. And you just jig it off the bottom and you just, once you get on a school, you're good. And I got snagged on a rock on the bottom of the river floor there. And I'm just holding, and you hold it up just to see if it pulls back for a sec, right? Give it the test. I'm like, all right, it's not pulling, it's a rock. So I'm holding it like this. And as I'm doing this, a guy in a bass boat comes by. He's like, oh, are you getting the old, I forgot what he called it, the old Boston sled or something. He called it something, some term. And I go, no. And he goes, oh, I thought maybe it was this. And he holds up this striper, dude. It was like a 30-pound striper in the Housatonic. It was huge. And I was like, no, it's not that. I got a rock. I was like, see you later. But I used to do that. That used to be one of my favorite Thanksgiving Day traditions I would treat myself to.
Yeah.
And just doing it. But I'm like, all right, I got to get back in because it's so fun. You would have a blast. You get on a school, you're just freaking catching hundreds. Dude.
I know a couple guys that go out, I think on that river, similar, somewhere in the Connecticut, for stripers on the kayaks when they run up the rivers.
Well, that's probably what it is. Hoosie. A lot of people do that there. Or the Connecticut River, you could do it too. But the Hoosie's smaller. It's like, it's not wide at all. You can cast your lure from one side to the other. Wow. It's not like extremely wide. It's nice. It's quiet because it's right in the valley. So you're like down in the valley in the gully and it's like really quiet around you. It's sick. But anyway, all right, y'all. Well, anything you want to add, Jake, before we get out of here?
No, I think we need to get going before you cramp up. So
I do, dude. I feel something. That's why I'm moving around a little. I'm not gonna lie. I gotta go get some. Ed, I gotta go get some more bananas. Maybe that's what I'll have, a banana tonight with some peanut butter.
There you go. No frosted flakes.
That's right. No frosted flakes. Gotta stay healthy, Jake. All right. I did get some Slim Fast, dude. So I'm not a freak about this stuff. I'm just more, but it was on sale. It was $7 and it was meal replacement with protein and fiber and all that. And it was, the flavor is what caught my eye. It's creamsicle, right? And let me tell you something. You mix that with milk, right? When you blend it up, I'm going to tell you right now, delicious. Like it tastes like a dessert. I'm so glad I got it because it was on the clearance little table there in
Hey,
front
I'm a
of the
sucker
suit.
for sale, so I
I'm
don't
a
blame
sucker
you.
for suit. I got it, and I'm like, oh, let me just get this. So I made it. Wasn't sure. I know Slim Fast it probably can't taste the best. This stuff tastes like candy. It tastes so good, and it's creamsicle flavor. So, whatever. Anyway, dude. All right, y'all. Thanks for tuning in.
Thanks for
Don't
tuning
forget,
in, guys.
March 22nd, 23rd, 24th, right? The Connecticut Fishing and Outdoor Show at Mohegan Sun. It's at a damn casino, guys. Right? Everybody's saying this expo here, this expo. There's a bunch of great expos. This one's at a damn casino. So here's what that means. One, you can get a room, not at the well, you could get one at the casino. It's probably expensive, right? You can get one right down the street, shuttle service. You come, right? Even if you just do Saturday, Sunday, you come, you're going to Heat Your Meat's going to be there. Martin's Custom Baits is there. Slay Nation is hosting one of the first ever in the Northeast kids zone area. We're in a kids zone area with Black Hall Charters. They're doing Catch a Kid. Can't tell you much about it. You got to go there. It's awesome. A kid is on a harness and you get reeling in a kid. It's really cool. They try to run away from you and you reel them. It's awesome. There's going to be rock climbing walls. There's going to be animal like hawks and stuff flying around for kids to like check out. Animal of prey exhibit. There's going to be Slay Nation casting area where we're going to have a flipping and pitching area for teenagers, right? They're going to toss into like what I'm doing is making mini cornhole boards, but I'm putting grass and stuff around it. So you got it because the part of flipping and pitching is in tight quarters, right? So there will be the hole, but there'll be some grass around it. It'll look like it's an area you would target on the lake, right? We're going to have like 2 or 3 of those set up. Speed reeling competition, right? So some young angler, some young slayer is going to be on their little podium, right? The jig will be out however far we put it. Let's just say 30 yards. Got a bait caster. Ready, set, go. And the kid's going to reel it past the line as fast as they can. Time trials, baby. Tell me how many dudes are not going to want to get up on there, dude. I already know it.
Hey,
Then
make sure they're the same gear ratios. There's
right.
no
I know.
cheating.
That's right. Oh, that's right. I told you. Yeah, it's only going to be, we're going to do one person at a time. It'll be time trials instead of like competition. But you will write the kids' time and keep the top 3 of the day up there. We're going to do a little mini kid pool, magnetic fishing for little toddlers. Try to connect the magnet on their pole to the magnet on a fish. You get to take a picture of Frankie the fish. Can't tell you much about that yet.
I think I'm driving however far it
Maybe
is. Just
you might have to.
Ray's
Ray's coming up Friday to Saturday, and then he's leaving Saturday afternoon because he has his first tournament on Sunday in Jersey. So I'm gonna be. I have a fish costume. I'm dressing up, take pictures with kids, go walk around. We got the Ike Foundation who donated some tackle boxes.
Nice.
Kids are gonna have to earn that through our passport program, which means they're gonna have to visit specific booths, get them signed, return it, and we're gonna draw winners every hour and a half. We're going to give out 5 boxes every hour and a half or every 2 hours to some lucky winners. But every kid that stops by us is getting a free pack of baits. Every single kid. And there's going to be a trout pond right next to us, hosted by the Hog Trough or whatever that company is called.
Nice.
Trout pond. So people, I think, have to pay for that. I think it's like $3 for kids to get a chance to catch. You catch a tag trout, or you catch a trout, you get a trout lure for free. And all kids 12 and under are free for the entire show. But it's at the casino, so you're going to be tons of slayers there, volunteering, walking around. It's in Connecticut. We got 5 clubs here. There's going to be people from Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Pennsylvania, New York coming down. Ryan Nye is doing 3 seminars, kayak seminars, the first kayak seminars at this expo. He's doing hour-long seminars talking about kayak fishing. He's going to have his rig there, talking about how he sets it up. Because a lot of people that don't know about kayaks, like, how you could do this on a kayak? Yeah, and it's a lot cheaper than a boat. So you're going to check that out. We got to pack his seminars up. We'll give the times so people know when they are, but he's doing one Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and he'll be at the shows with us all day. It's going to be a great time. There's tons of lots of other great lure. Fresh baits will be there as well. I know that. Fuse Fishing is going to be back. Lots of great beef jerky places. I think there's going to be some boat retailers, some kayak retailers will be there. But we're really excited to have some fun and cannot wait. And it's during my spring break. And this is the best part for me, is that the day right after the expo is done, I have that week's off. I haven't had that off in the past. I had to go right back to school.
Dang.
So I am like, let's go. Let's go, Jake. And that's like the best after doing one of those. Banana and water, Frankie. So just got to share that, and you're going to see a bunch of posts about it. So stop by. You can meet the cheese, meet a ton of Slayers, meet Slay Ray Friday or Saturday.
Hey.
And that's it, y'all. So let's get out of here. Jake, have a great weekend, dude.
Hey, you too.
And thank you all for everybody listening in. Don't forget, you want to join Slay Nation, now is the time. SlayNationTournamentFishing.com and sign up. Kayak series, small vessel series, horsepower series, Lady Slayer online series, national team slot series. What's next? I don't know. Stay tuned for next
College
year.
series.
College kayak series. That's right. Oh yeah, we got to get that scheduled together.
Yeah.
As well. And so tune in, sign up sooner than later, right? We're putting a hard cut on if you get a jersey or not. So sign up now. Otherwise, you're not going to get a jersey. And we want you to have one. So sign up, tell your friends, get with a friend, join up as a team, fish the small vessel stuff, right? You're interested in, I'm still taking director inquiries. I got a director inquiry for like the Hudson Valley area in New York for a horsepower series, a 50 horsepower and lower, right?
Ooh.
So stay tuned. We might have the first ever horsepower series in New York this season. We'll see what happens. So
Sweet.
Jake,
Hey.
tell May we say hello. Have a great weekend. And to everybody else out there, peace, love, and together we slay. Ciao. Later, brother.